Romzi Omar, Assistant Director of Sales, Olive Tree Hotel. Welcome to the press conference today. So this year will be third editions of Penang Anime Matsuri Summer Wonderland, happening in 1st and 2nd July in Setia Spice Arena Level 2. So we are very excited to announce this key event in Penang for the third time, and it should be the largest anime convention yet in Malaysia. So thank you the state government of the Penang Go Tourism, and this event is organized by Sozo, supported by Consulate Japan, strong support every year, Sunshine Mall, Olive Tree Hotel, of course, and Setia Spice as the official venue. So let's see basically this is the Penang Anime Matsuri growth over 3 years, over 2 years basically, and from 25,000 to 38, and we are expecting around 50,000 people this coming event in Setia Spice Arena. So we see a constant growth in anime industry, especially in the north part of Malaysia, and we see a lot of small satellite anime event happening yearly since we first started in 2015, and it will become a trend, become more receptive to the mainstream media in Penang itself. So we'll be moving to Spice Arena Level 2 this year, and there are a few experience zones that we can expect, like local creators market, where we can set up a platform to encourage a local entrepreneurship to actually build their products, and then basically aiming into anime industry. We have exhibition area, which is we have a merchandise booth. All the latest anime goods will be selling over at the exhibition area, and of course the main activity stage and the concert stage at night. So these are all the very exciting content. So these are basically the big anime exhibition hall, where you can expect anime merchandise, anime team photo zones, creator zone, food street, music performances, cosplay workshop, and showcasing of many other anime contents in the exhibition hall itself. And moving to main stage, we will have 2 days of around 5 to 6 hours of stage content, which is you can expect like movie screenings, the latest anime, full-length anime movies, cosplay competitions, where we encourage the youth to actually go into making of costumes, and like participate in all these very exciting competitions. And of course we have illustrators workshop, where we will invite illustrators from Japan and local artists to share their experience on how to properly illustrate, and then moving into creative and art industries using anime. Move forward to this year, we are actually combining anime concerts and anime song dance music performances in our main stage. So we are inviting DJs, artists, A-list artists from Japan, where they sing anime songs, and we have approximately over 20,000 concert attendees over 2 years, and this is basically for the past 2 years. These are the concert crowds. And this year we have 5 artists, all from Japan, and they are A-list DJs and anime song singers. DJ Kazu, Crapness, KZ, Mayin, and so what's good about this year's concert is basically they will be performing live band, which is it should be the first time also in Malaysia for anime industries, where we have live band performances. where else normally for the normal convention they will be doing normal karaoke sessions, which is not that engaging actually. So if you attend a live band concert before, you will basically know the engagement between the fans and the artists is very very good. We also invite cosplays, superstars, all these celebrities, cosplayers, which have very huge followers. This year we focus a lot in Malaysia's cosplayers itself because they have been doing very well overseas and in Indonesia, in Thailand. So they are also a very strong supporters for Penang Anime Matsuri, where actually since 2015 we have been inviting them, and they see this as a very good platform to actually grow their fans, and it brings a lot of visitors back to Penang Anime Matsuri. So, also we have Fei Giap illustrators from Malaysia, which is he's a very renowned illustrator. Over the past 2 years, he has been gaining a lot of media attentions because of his illustration style, right, that similar to Ghibli Studio in Japan, which is very very famous. And of course, also a very interesting latte art artist, where we engage those so-called coffee makers, coffee lovers to come to the event to check out. So basically, these are all the attractions and all the guests so far as of now of announcements, and we will be continuing to announce more content over the next 2 months. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chief. Next, we'd like to invite the Excellency to say a few words. Please.
Thank you. The Right Honorable Mr. Lim Bayan, Chief Minister of Penang State Government, Mr. Bui Chokyam, CEO of Penang Global Tourism, Mr. Jason Singh, Penang Anime Matsuri Project Manager from Penang Global Tourism, and Mr. James Ko, Penang Anime Matsuri Project Leader from Sozo, distinguished guests, representatives from the press, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Selamat tengah hari. Thank you very much for inviting me to this press conference. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to extend my sincere appreciation and thanks to the Chief Minister of Penang, Mr. Lim Bayan, for his continuous support and effort in promoting 3 large-scale Japanese cultural events in Penang, namely Penang Yosakoi Parade, Penang Anime Matsuri Summer Festival, and Penang Border Festival. All these events have not only fostered closer friendship between Japan and Penang, but also received warm support from the local people. And at the same time, successfully attracted many visitors from overseas flocking to Penang each year. Hence, I would like to congratulate the Penang government for its achievement in leading Penang to become a happening island. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 3rd consecutive year which Penang Anime Matsuri Summer Festival is held. I'm glad to know that the number of the visitors is increasing gradually each year. This year also marks the 60th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Japan and Malaysia. Hence, in conjunction with this anniversary, I believe the Penang Anime Matsuri Summer Festival will be even more meaningful, in which it will contribute to the promotion of culture exchange between Japan and Malaysia, encouraging mutual understanding and strengthen friendly relations. On behalf of Japan, we want all Malaysians to know that We truly cherish the friendship and bilateral relationship with you. And you are our 60 years old buddy. So let's celebrate our friendship with a joyful heart and gratitude in hope that our friendship will continue to grow and flourish in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, if we were to say music is a world language, then anime, no doubt, is a world dialect. That is, isolates our feelings and create a common ground among the people around the world. Besides that, Japanese music, anime, fashion, and food has always been in the global spotlight. Therefore, this trend could stimulate the nation's economic growth. And I must say, it is a wide decision made by Penang government to organize Penang Anime Matsuri Summer Wonderland in Penang. That is, will surely upgrade the image of Penang to international level, and at the same time enabling Penang tourism industry to shine in the international stage. As I say earlier, Penang is becoming a happening island. So I always believe that interest is a key element to connect people. So do I believe the Penang Anime Matsuri Festival is able to provide a good opportunity for the local as well as foreign anime fans, especially the young generation, the asset of our future, that they may be able to gain exposure and knowledge with people around the world as they meet and interact through common interest. They foster a new friendship through the borderless Japan pop culture. As for Consul of Japan, we will continue to support Penang Anime Matsuri Festival. Lastly, I hope the Japanese artists will bring a great entertainment to the anime fan just like in the previous years. Therefore, we welcome everyone to the event. And please come with your family members and friends because we want all of you to experience Japan pop culture and have a lot of fun. So I hope to see you at the Penang Anime Matsuri Summer Wonderland 2017. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Mr. Kiyoshi Itoi, Consul General of Japan. We thank you for your support, and we also want to remind all of us here that we have 3,000 long-term Japanese residents who are staying in Penang, and we of course welcome them. And that's why we have organized various events to make them feel at home. It's one of the events that we are actually pushing. So I think Penang is a tourism hub for Malaysia, and amongst our biggest travelers apart from ASEAN will also be China, India, and also Japan, because of the large number of long-term residents from Japan. And we hope that we can have closer ties. Every year the biggest festival is the Bon Odori Festival. So now maybe the Anime Matsuri is slowly coming up together with the Bon Odori Festival. So we hope that Penangers can also enjoy this fun. This is a family fun when they're talking about cartoons. I think both, don't ask me or Mr. Kiyoshi Itoi, I think both of them don't really understand. So I asked Mr. Kiyoshi Itoi about anime, he also look at me, I also look at him. So even though he's Japanese, he's also not very familiar. But it's something that is fun for the family, especially if you have young children. We don't have young children anymore, so I think let the people enjoy. And I say we hope through that we can have closer relations between both Japan as well as, of course, Penang. Are there any questions?